And we are back here at the ENDERUN College's gym. If you miss our first game, nanaig po ang De La Salle University Green Archers 86-71 against Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix to advance to the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po kasama ang nag-iisa college insider Naveen Ganglani for this second game, NU versus ENDERUN College's semifinals ng PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup. Naveen, good morning.
Good morning, Coach Chris. Nice to be here with you at ENDERUN Colleges for some intense playoff basketball action.
And playoff basketball continues here for the PINOYLIGA Cup. Sabi ko nga kanina, first game na naigang DLSU Green Archers 86-71 against the Our Lady Fatima University Phoenix. And for our second game, the home team, ENDERUN College Titans, going up against the NU Bulldogs. Tingnan natin yung pinagdaanan ng magkabilang panig. Let's see the playoff picture, Naveen.
Yes, so as we saw earlier, DLSU defeated All Food to make the finals, and now this game between ENDERUN and NU will determine who faces La Salle on Monday. ENDERUN defeated San Beda in the quarterfinals as the 4th seed. Then they advanced to the semis because UP has bowed out of the tournament due to academic reasons. On the other side, the NU Bulldogs, after getting twice to beat as the 2nd seed in the quarterfinals, defeated Guangming College to get here, and now they are 1 win away from scheduling a matchup against their UAP rival for the championship.
And let's take a look first at the NU Bulldogs, the quarterfinals matchup between NU and Guangming. They prevailed 68-55 with Jake Figueroa and Jola Manansala leading the way.
Exactly, and Jake Figueroa, Jola Manansala, they have been in this NU program for a while now. They are entering, I believe, their 4th season respectively. 4th seasons respectively in the UAAP, and you can see they've become the vets. They have become solid wings for this Bulldogs team. They are athletic, they are long, they can score, they can play defense, they can rebound. They will hurt you if you allow them to.
And let's see if they will pound their way to the finals against this team that we will be talking about, the ENDERUN College's Titans, who won against the San Beda University Red Lions in the play-in 68-62 with DJ Howe and Kenneth Wumba leading the charge.
Of course, when you think about ENDERUN basketball, you have to think about Kenneth Wumba, one of the MVPs, I believe the league, or one of the MVP
leader
candidates.
Yeah, the league leader for most valuable player.
Exactly, 22 points, 10 rebounds against San Beda, and DJ Ho providing stellar production in that guard spot, 10.6 assists. So there will be a lot of penetration here attempted by ENDERUN. Let's see if NU could limit them.
Punta naman tayo, no, sa keys to winning for both teams. Para muna sa NU Bulldogs, let's see kung anong masasabi ng ating college insider Naveen Ganglani dito sa NU Bulldogs.
Yes, so for me, the main key here for NU is they need to limit the interior presence of ENDERUN, specifically Kenneth Wumba. And I believe today who will be playing in the FSA spot for NU is Mohamed Yasana. That means limiting foul trouble, being disciplined on defense, not allowing Wumba to dominate the boards and get second chance scoring opportunities. And if NU can do that, their perimeter defense is also solid enough where they can control the pace and momentum of this basketball game.
Punta naman tayo sa panig ng dun sa aking keys to winning, no? Force Wumba to play to his left, take away the productions of the magic bunots such as Joey Panganiban. Yan yung mga pinanggagalingan ng mga instant offense ng ENDERUN Colleges, no? If NU could take away those factors, they have a better chance of taking home this ball game. While on the part of ENDERUN, they must neutralize NU shooters and control the shaded area. Para naman sa iyo, Naveen.
Yes, well for me naman, when it comes to ENDERUN, they must limit NU's penetration, and particularly with the guards. I'm not sure if Reynard Umamoy is playing today para sa Bulldogs, but Steve Nash Enriquez looks like he's in uniform, Don Lim looks like he's in uniform, and also one of the standout guards of the team, Tebol Garcia, a member of Adamson's high school championship crew. He has started playing really well recently, and of course Figueroa likes to attack from the perimeter as well. So if Enderun can limit the penetration that could limit scoring opportunities for the Bulldogs and allow the Titans to get on the break for easy scoring opportunities of their own.
Tingnan natin yung last matchup nila, no? NU going against Enderan last May 11. NU prevailing 70-55. It was Reinhard Jumamoy who did the damage there. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals together with Omar John, scoring 13 points, grabbing 5 rebounds and 2 blocks against Kenneth Uumba's 17
Yes.
points and isa mga magic bunot, Jalen Garcia.
And also a good note there, Kenneth Umba averaging 22 and 10 this season in Pinoy Liga, only 17 and 6 last time against NU. So Omar John did a good job limiting the MVP candidate. Now it's time for Muhammad Yasan to step up and see what he can do against one of the best players in the league today.
Tingnan natin yung mga league leaders ng both teams. Jake Figueroa leading the NU Bulldogs with 13.3 points per game, 2 assists per game. While dito naman sa Kenneth Uumba, they have the leading candidates, leading MVP candidate dito para sa Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup. Tangan-tangan ng Enderan Colleges player na si Kenneth Uumba, 20 point per game with 9.5 rebounds per game. And simulan na natin. Ano pa ba? Tawagin natin si Alvin Tanyada, our venue announcer, for the player call-ups and the starting five.
Magandang araw mga kalina! Collegiate basketball players here inside an excellent gymnasium here in the city of Taguig, and live on our social media page, Pinoy Liga Club, and YouTube channel Pinoy Liga TV, and broadcast over the Smart Sports Facebook page. We are unifying the nation, one sport at a time. This is your Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3 Knockout Semi-Final Round, presented by Smart Sports. Our second game for today's doubleheader will feature the NU Bulldogs going up against the Enderan Titans. The winner of this match will move on to face the De La Salle Green Archers in the championship round. Let us now meet the protagonists for both squads. First, for the number 2 ranked squad in bracket prime, the NU Bulldogs. Starting off with player number 3, Joe Gulapa. Player number 4, Tebol Garcia. Player number 5, PJ Palacielo. Player number 7, Paul Francisco. Player number 8, Nat Tulabot. Player number 9, Vince Reyes. Player number 10, Jolo Manansela. Player number 11, Don Lim. Player number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. Player number 16, Jello Santiago. Player number 20, Jake Figueroa. Player number 21, Kurt Persiano. Player number 24, Mo Diasana. Player number 25, Mon De La Cruz. And that player number 77, Kenshin Padrones. And now let's meet the players for the number 4 ranked squad in bracket prime, the Enderun Titans. Starting off with player number 0, Dustin Dumana. Player number 1, Lloyd Oliva. Player number 3, DJ Howe. Player number 4, Hadrian Basilio. Player number 9, Sean Manese. Player number 13, Christian Malano. Player number 12, Hans de los Reyes. Player number 14, Darrell Winnie. Player number 15, Albert Libago. Player number 16, Joey Panganiban. Player number 20, Luis Velez. Player number 22, Josh Gastador. Player number 24, Kenneth Umba. Player number 29, Jalen Garcia. And player number 34, Daniel Udall. Let us now meet the starters. Starting off with the starters for the NU Bulldogs. Point guard number 4, Tebol Garcia. Shooting guard number 16, Jello Santiago.
And the
Small
starters
forward number
now
20,
has been
Jake
called up.
Figueroa. Power forward number 25,
NU
Mon de la
Bulldogs,
Cruz.
Tebol
And the man in the
Garcia,
middle at center,
Jake
number
Figueroa at
24,
the backcourt.
Mo Diazara.
Man in the middle, Mo
Coaching the
Diazana.
Bulldogs is
Jello
Jeff
Santiago and
Napa.
Mon de la Cruz at the wings. And
now
on the
let's
part
meet
of
starters
Enderun Titans, DJ Howe starting at the backcourt together with Hans de los Reyes, Albert Libago at the middle, Kenneth Wumba and Daniel Odal at the wings. Last matchup of these two teams, NU prevailing last May 11th. And it's the second game of this semifinals. DLSU already booked their place in the finals on Monday, 86-71 against Our Lady of Fatima, and now NU going up against Enderun, who has a first crack on offense. Early foul there against NU. Muhammad Diazana getting his first personal foul early in this ball game. Less than a minute gone by here in the first quarter of the second semifinal game. DJ Howe against Tebol Garcia. 10 seconds to operate. Libago providing the shield to Hans de los Reyes. Makes the basket off a floater.
And De Los Reyes has a good shooting touch, not only inside the paint but also from outside. Right away though, Tebol Garcia responds with a layup of his own despite the defense of Umba.
Tebol Garcia answering back quickly. Uwumba, strong drive to the hoop. Reverse layup won't go. Jake Figueroa against two red shirts. Waiting for his teammates, Tebol Garcia, using that Mon de la Cruz screen. Mon de la Cruz scoring inside of the reverse to make it 4-2.
Great patience, and you have to commend the NU basketball program for consistently developing big guys who have polished footwork in the paint. Good job by Coach Jeff Napa and his staff.
DJ Howe gives it to Kenneth Wumba. Long three, no go. Oh, rattles in. Lucky break there for Kenneth Wumba.
Exactly, and so far, Pipo Nondu, head coach of the Enderun Titans, playing Umba as a perimeter initiator on their offense. So far, it hasn't drawn out the defense of Diasana, who stays closer to the paint. as Diasana scores there. But if Umba continues to knock down outside shots like he did just there, Diasana might have no choice but to go out a little bit, which could open things up for Enderon's wing players.
Good recognition a while ago there by Mon de la Cruz, giving that last second pass to Diasana to make it 6-5 with 8 minutes and change here in the first. Albert Libago drives against Diasana, loses the handle. Around to 5 to 6 inches disadvantage being given up there by Albert Libago in this matchup against Mo Diasana.
Ken Humba, I should just point out, wearing the Jason Tatum 2.0 Vortex from the Jordan brand.
Jake Figueroa now making his move, kicks it out. Tebol Garcia against DJ Howe. Contested shot won't go for Tebol Garcia. And there are now
Good handles that time by Umba. For his size, he is really initiating the offense for Enderon, and that's why Coach Jeff Knapp has actually put Santiago out on him, so Diasana isn't forced to go all the way out as Howe misses the mid-range jumper.
DJ Howe misses on that double pump jumper. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first. Garcia against DJ Howe. Mon de la Cruz providing the shield. Garcia goes all the way but blocked by Umba. Hans de los Reyes, 2 white shirts, and he will go all the way.
Great job that time by De Los Reyes. That split second where he decides to hesitate for just a moment, stop Diasana in his tracks and avoided the shot block. And then on the other end, Umba, great defensive effort to stop Garcia's layup after Garcia made a great move to get to the rim.
Santiago, step back 3-pointer, short. Mon de la Cruz contesting that rebound, but they will retain possession for NU Bulldogs. 6 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the first. 6-7 is our score in favor of Enderon.
Jake Figueroa, I am expecting big things from this standout player. I think he can be a superstar this UAP season. I believe he's the best player on this NU Bulldogs roster. And you saw right there, that kind of attack, that ability to get to the rim, that size, with that length, with that athleticism, it's such a unique weapon. Expect big things from Jake Figueroa moving forward.
Add to that a quick first step, which killed the defender, but he misses on that bonus free throw. But they seize the lead now, 8-7 with 6 minutes and change remaining here in the first.
Cross screen by Umba, who now goes outside, maneuvers, takes a jump shot, and wow! What a player, what a stud Kenneth Umba is.
5 points now for Enderon's main man, Kenneth Umba. 5 of the 9 points. And Albert Libago hustling his way on that steal. Kenneth Umba now starting the offense for Enderon. Driving hard against Santiago. Gives it to Hans de los Reyes. 4 na puntos na po ang kinakana ni Hans de los Reyes. Goes all the way against Diasana. No good. But there will be a foul against Enderon. Against Hans de los Reyes.
And you like that aggressiveness from Hans de los Reyes because like you said, Coach, he's already made 2 buckets in this game. But I felt that time a little more ball movement could have been better for the Titans offense.
Garcia moving the ball to Jake Figueroa. Step back, 3, no go against Doniel Udal. And miscue rare for Enderon. Kenneth Umba saving the ball to Santiago, who drove all the way, and he fished for a foul, and he will trip the line for 2 free throws.
That's why sometimes it could be dangerous to save the basketball. You appreciate the hustle play, of course, but if you save the basketball underneath the basket of your opposition, that could just lead to an easy 2 points for them. The good news for Enderon that time is Santiago misses the first charity.
Jello Santiago, defensive specialist, plays here by Coach Jeff Napa, makes 1 out of 2 on the trip to the line.
Also a relative of former volleyball star Jaja Santiago for National University.
Santiago family pledging their loyalty to their alma mater, NU. Udal, on the other hand, for Enderan, takes the 3 and he will hit it from McKinley Hill Avenue. 12-9 is our count now. Enderan with a 3-point lead against NU. 4 minutes 36 seconds remaining. Figueroa faking Uwomba and he will score underneath.
Superb patience that time by Jake Figueroa, using the momentum of his defender to his advantage. Faking at the right time, getting an easy 2 points.
Hands to Los Reyes on the meanwhile. Doniel Udal, second straight 3-point shot, 6 straight points for the forward of Enderan Colleges to make it a 4-point lead for Enderan, 15-11.
Very impressive fashion with the way Enderon is running their offense so far. Players are spread out across the court. Ball is moving well. However, their defense needs to improve a little bit here.
Jello Santiago freed on that 3-point try. Already has 4 points in this ball game to lift NU to 1, 15-14. Uwumba downstairs, kicks it out. Udal, third 3-point attempt, make it 3 out of 3 for Doniel Udal, waxing hot from way beyond.
On fire right now, 3 straight long-range bombs. This Enderon crowd, they are playing in their home court, starting to get a little bit noisy here as the Titans take an 18-14 advantage.
Mon de la Cruz against DJ Howe against Udal. Tebol Garcia open for the 3-point shot, no go. Mon de la Cruz hustling his way to get that offensive rebound to Jello Santiago, but he was blocked by Kenneth Uwomba. Ball possession will stay at the hands of NU.
Second athletic play so far in this game for Kenneth Umba, who blocks Santiago once again. Well, earlier it was Tebol Garcia, this time it's Santiago. So far he's been playing great basketball.
Platoon substitution here for Coach Dep Napa. Manansala turnaround inside, no go. Steve Nash Enriquez also filled it in together with PJ Palacielo and Kenshin Padrones. 2 minutes 48 seconds remaining in the first. Kenneth Uwumba.
So UAAP players right now in the court for the National University Bulldogs, guys who were part of the roster last season when they made the Final Four. Steve Nash Enriquez, Manansala coming in, Padrones in the game as well. I believe Palacielo also in the contest along with Figueroa. So let's see what they do to counter the hot offense so far of the Titans.
Albert Libago faking his way inside. Too strong on that try. Kenshin Padrones gets the board for NU. Steve Nash Enriquez directs the play for the Bulldogs. Gives it to Jello Manansala. But he loses the handle. Jalen Garcia, forward pass. Udal, 3-point shot. He checked there for Udal. Manansala gives it to Palacielo. Figueroa finding Manansala. Thinks of that 3. No go. Enriquez gives it back to Manansala. And he will be fouled by Doniel Udal inside.
And good job already that time by Udal to get his hand up and contest the shot. However, you could see his offhand hitting the body of Manansala that time. Or rather, was that Manansala? Yes, Manansala, exactly.
At ito na nga yung sinasabi ko kanina nung pre-game, mga Magic bunot ni Coach Pipo Nuwondu, Joey Panganiban, Christian Malano, and Jalen Garcia together with Sean Manese in the floor at the same time with 1 minute 53 seconds remaining. Jolo Manansala sinking that first free throw. Manansala, second free throw is good. And we will go into a timeout called by Coach Pipo Nuwondu. They hold a 2-point lead, 18-16 with 1 minute 53 seconds remaining in the first. We'll be back.
Smart Sports. We are unified.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And we are back here at the ENDERUN Colleges Gym. Pasalamatan muna natin ang mga partners natin dito sa Pinoy Liga Cup. Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, Happy Cow, Chocolate Chip Cookies and Box, and ENDERUN Colleges, and Aliu Channel 23. We're back in action. ENDERUN on offense. Sean Manese working his way against Steve Nash Enriquez. Christian Malano gives it to Jalen Garcia with 10 seconds to operate against Canchin Padrones against Palacielo. Wild shot won't go. Steve Nash Enriquez against a phalanx of red shirts. Manansala will run in the brick, but he will be fouled going to the basket.
So not a good possession that time for ENDERUN. On the offensive end, number 29, Garcia had an open man Manalo to his wing, but instead of passing it to the open man, decided to go 1-on-2, drop an air ball. And you could hear Coach Pipo Nondo very unhappy about that. And right away on the other end, since ENDERUN's in the penalty, a foul leads to free throws from Manansala.
Players getting an earful from Coach Pipo Nondo against that botch offense that led to this Manansala free throws. Sank the first one. 1 minute 27 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Manansala goes 2 out of 2 on the trip to the free throw line. 18 all is our count. Steve Nash Enriquez against Sean Manese holding his own. Libago, mid-range is good. Yung mga tirang ilista mo na pag si Albert Libago ang tumira.
Great movement that time, getting the ball to the open man in the corner for the 2-point mid-range jump shot.
Palacielo in and out on that mid-range attempt. Manese fishes for a foul against Steve Nash Enriquez. He's over-eager on defense.
Only the second team foul, however, for the NU Bulldogs. So with less than a minute left here in the first quarter, they have 2 more fouls to give before being in the penalty.
Good discipline on the part of NU on the defensive end. And quick play there. Christian Malano nakawala sa ilalim, scoring 2 points underneath to make it 22-18. 41 seconds remaining.
Important stretch here for the ENDERUN Titans. If they can keep this lead or maybe even extend it while Umba gets his current rest on the bench, by the time Umba comes back, he has a advantage to work with. However, fouls like that exactly is what you do not need. Good job by Steve Nash Enriquez, the veteran, being aware of the situation, being aware that his team is in the bonus, and picking up that foul for an easy trip to the foul line. And also they get a 2-for-1 opportunity to end this quarter.
Steve Nash Enriquez baiting Sean Manese to commit that foul. ENDERUN is in the penalty, which is why Enriquez is now tripping the line for 2 free throws. Two out of 2 on the free throw line for Steve Nash Enriquez to bring NU to within 2 points, 22-20. Last 22 seconds remaining. Manese being bothered by 2 white shirts. Palacielo going all the way for NU to tie up this ball game, 22 all. Last 10 seconds for ENDERUN to create. 7 seconds. Jalen Garcia against PJ Palacielo. And NU will give up a foul. They're not yet in the penalty. Third team foul for NU. Last 3 seconds remaining in the first. Albert Libago, turnaround shot, no go. Panganiban, last heave for the quarter, and it will not go in. And at the end of the first quarter, we have knotted at 22 apiece, 22 all. Pakinggan naman natin ang report galing sa ating courtside reporter na si Daphne Lozano reporting for the Enderun Titans.
Outmatch and outrun. Those are the words of Enderun Titans head coach Pipo Nondu when I asked him what is their game plan against the NU Bulldogs. He also added that the Titans' energy should be on point, where they should exert more efforts offensively and defensively, as they also have a home court advantage. Let's see if the Titans will be able to hold on to the leash of the Bulldogs and dominate the match. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne. At magbabalik po kami matapos ang ilang paalala for the second quarter. And it has been a game of up and down here in the first quarter. And we're all tied up at 22 all. Ano nangyari in the first quarter, Naveen?
A great start for Enderun. They had great rhythm on offense. In fact, they hit 3 straight three-pointers at one point. Umba had a good start. They were up 22-18 with less than a minute to go. But 2 costly mistakes, fouling Steve Nash Enriquez and then turning the ball over, allowing NU to tie this game at the end of the first period. The Bulldogs, solid job in the first quarter, staying out of foul trouble. That gave them fouls to give in the final minute to take Enderun out of their rhythm as well. Now it's just a matter of can they stop giving so many open shots to the Titans on their offensive side of things.
Let's see how these two teams will adjust to each other as we open up the second quarter of action in this semifinal matchup that will determine who will face the DLSU Green Archers on Monday. As Tulabot, strong drive to the basket, no go. At ang bola mapupunta sa kamay ng Enderun Colleges. Less than 1 minute gone by here in the second.
And you see, Coach Chris, a possession like that is why it's helpful to have a floater. Sometimes when the defender is waiting for you at the rim, you take that floater 5-6 feet away before they can get the shot contest up. That gives you a better look than taking a layup where you have to double pump.
EJ Howe dumping the ball to Libago. Panganiban too strong on that mid-range jumper. Steve Nash Enriquez, forward pass to Tulabot. Side steps and too many steps called against not Tulabot.
We now see Don Lim check into this game for the NU Bulldogs. Another important piece in their guard rotation. Also wearing that Kai 1 playoff pack home edition from Anta. A lot of nice kicks so far in today's game.
Actually, gusto ng anak ko yan. No? Yan yung mga pag nakita sa mall, Papa, gusto ko niyan.
Well, masaya sana kung meron no?
Oo, wala pa eh. Yung Mother's Day pa lang yata yung nare-release ng ANSA. Going back to the ball game. DJ Howe working his way against Steve Nash Enriquez. Kenneth Uwumba back now in the ball game. And there's an offensive foul called against Joey Panganiban.
So I'm liking what we're seeing from the end-run offense. A lot of motion, a lot of movement, off-ball screens. However, patience is required to execute it properly. Otherwise, you have possessions like that where it leads to an offensive foul when the players aren't set in their actions.
Those are momentum stoppers for Enderun. Palacielo losing the handle. Masyadong mababa yung pasa ni Jolo Manansala.
Those are the unforced errors that will drive coaches crazy.
Minsan yung mga ganong pag-execute ng offense, communication is the key. Mag-uusap-usap kayo. Medyo maingay dapat yung court. like what we hear here in the camp of the Enderun Titans. Christian Malano driving in the middle, uses the glass too strong. Don Lim running for NU. Gives it to Manansala inside. Short on that try. Manansala tries his hand for a three. Ayaw ng malapitan. Gusto pala ng malayuan.
And that's an area of his game where Jolo Manansalas really improved his outside shot. It's not yet at the level where we can call it elite, but it's definitely better than what it was when he first started in the college basketball level.
Kenneth Uwumba, too strong on the three-point shot. Malano, second serving. Uwumba, no go, forward pass. Steve Nash Enriquez will finish it.
Good patience at time by Steve Nash Enriquez, getting in front of the trailing defender and using that momentum of his, that stop and go to get the EC2. And right away once again. Good fake by Enriquez, getting Umba, the shot blocker, up in the air, drawing the foul, and getting the end one opportunity.
High basketball IQ being shown here by Steve Nash Enriquez. 2 consecutive baskets, and now he will have the chance for his 5 straight points. 4-point lead now for NU, turning the tide on the side of Coach Jeff Napa. 5 na po ang tangan-tangan na kalamangan ng NU Bulldogs. 7 minutes 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Enderun now on the offense. Malano against Don Lim. And miscommunication. Again, turnover for Enderun. Kenneth Uwumba. Albert Libago hindi nagkaamuyan doon underneath.
And when things are going well, sometimes it's easier to get your offense in the rhythm. However, it's when things aren't going so well, like right now for Enderun, where you find out what your character is as a team.
Manansala, sidestep move too strong. Albert Libago protects the board. DJ Howe starting the offense for Enderun. Albert Libago thinking of passing it to Howe. Spin move, not good. But again, turnovers mounting now on the side of Enderun College.
Absolutely, these turnovers are killers.
And Coach Jeff Napa would want to make sure of their moves over at the NU camp. He will call a timeout with 6 minutes and change here in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power. Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And we are back here at the Enderun College's gym with 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Lamang po ang NU Bulldogs ng 7 puntos, 29-22 in the second quarter surge with the Enderun College's tuloy-tuloy ang pag-turnover ng bola in the last 2 offensive sequences, which is why tangan-tangan po ngayon ng NU ang kalamangan. Nasa kanila po ang bola on offense. Don Lim creating now for NU. Kenshin Padrones providing the shield. Padrones.
Enderun now scoreless in north of 5 minutes. The defense of NU really forcing them into many turnovers.
Padrones turnaround is good. Padrones, one of their solid players here in the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup for NU. consistent for NU during their campaign.
31-20 to a 9-point lead now for the Bulldogs, and this could be a moment that determines how the rest of the game goes. Can Enderun end this dry spell and get back in the contest? Good attack by Malano that time, getting to the foul stripe. Sometimes that's all you need. Your offense is struggling, no rhythm, no momentum. Other team is starting to pull away. Get to the foul line, stop the clock, and get easy points. That could just be what you need sometimes.
NU did a good job of clogging the passing lanes for Enderun, frustrating them in the last 3 or so offensive sequences.
Couple of players now checking in for NU. Gulapa, one of their athletic young players that I would say is still in the developmental process of where he is as a player. Vince Reyes, of course, from Adamson, outstanding already, going to be a star one day in the college ranks. And also Francisco, one of the knockdown shooters of this NU Bulldogs team, going to make his UAP debut in season 87.
It's now 31-24. NU as Mo Diazana replaces Kenshin Padrones with 5 minutes 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Francisco, deadlock shooter now in, tries his hand from way beyond, no go. DJ Howe gets a carom. Doniel Odal, who has been hot in the first quarter, being silenced here. Malano, last second pass, no go. And ball possession will stay at the hands of the NU, or rather, of the Enderun Titans. Quite a little bit confusion here.
Exactly. It looks like the referee is having to determine whose ball the possession belongs to.
Referee signaling
yes,
the ball will stay at the hands of the Enderun Titans.
Coach Jeff Knapman, not so happy about that, but his team does have a 7-point lead right now.
DJ Howe, cross court. Malano against Francisco. Reverse layup, no go. Don Lim against DJ Howe. Kicks it out. 3-point shot is good for Vince Reyes.
Solid young player. Has a reliable jumper, can score inside. He will be a key player for NU this UAAP season.
Libago downstairs gives it to Doniel, or rather Kenneth Uwumba. Strong drive to the hoop is good.
And he's the player that it feels like Enderun needs to involve more on the offensive side of things. It's been a while since he last was aggressive, looking to score. And we mentioned it in the pre-game discussion, Coach Chris. This guy's averaging 20 points, nearly 10 rebounds a game. We need to see a more active Umba, especially because this is an elimination situation for both teams.
And Vince Reyes was livid there. Miscommunication inside. Kala niya mag-i-slide, magkakat underneath si Mo Diazana. No one there to catch that pass. Turnover. Balik ang bola para sa Enderun with 4 minutes, 17 seconds left here in the second quarter. Uwumba gives it to Hans de los Reyes. Udal. Howe. Libago fakes. Libago, mid-range. Too strong that time. Vince Reyes colors the board. Reyes. Nag-aantay ng kasama. Gives it to Gulapa. Paul Francisco. Vince Reyes. And will be pickpocketed by Enderun, but Hans de los Reyes will lose the ball to NU.
Buttery hand so far here in this point of the second quarter. Enderun really missing out on a lot of opportunities to get back in this game with some unforced errors.
Paul Francisco couldn't handle the pass, but 3 seconds remaining, the shot clock of NU.
So the one thing you don't want to do here if you're Enderun is foul with only 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
3 minutes, 35 seconds.
Worth noting, NU no fouls yet in the second period as well.
Good defensive discipline here by NU. Don Lim cutting, but intercepted by DJ Howe. And
That looks like it might be a shot clock violation.
Pero nakuha na ng Enderan, nagkaroon ng possession, ng clear possession.
Oh, wow.
Let's see how our referee calls it.
Yes.
NU ball. Ball will be retained by NU.
It's NU ball with a fresh shot clock. And Enderan head coach Pipo Nondu not so happy with that decision, saying it was a loose ball. The referees arguing that since an Enderan player grabbed the ball with both hands, exactly, then turned it over. Now NU has a fresh new shot clock. Or not, it's 13 seconds, or 14 rather, but still, better opportunity than 3 seconds for the Bulldogs.
Don Lim against Daniel Udal. Gives it to Diasana inside, and there will be a foul against Albert Libago, his second.
Yes, deep positioning that time by Diasana, forcing Libago no choice but to foul him. Third team foul on the Titans. So
3
no
minutes.
Reynard Umamoy today for the Bulldogs, partner.
Reynard Umamoy, the hero of NU when they defeated Enderan during the elimination round, and Gulapa saving it to the wrong hands. DJ Howe getting the crack to the basket. And at Uumba driving strong, and he will be fouled on that strong move to the hoop.
Blocking foul is called on number 24, Diasana. That's
Diasana committing his second personal foul, second team foul for NU. 3 minutes and change here. Kurt Persiano replacing Mo Diasana.
2 free throws for Kenneth Umba.
Kenneth Umba needs to be more aggressive offensively. Siya talaga sinasandalan dito ni Coach Pipo Nwondo. Seems to be freezing cold here in the second quarter.
Maybe those 2 free throws will get him going. He also had that layup earlier after knocking down 2 jump shots in the first quarter. Lead down here to 6 for Enderan. Again, we mentioned closing quarters, very important in playoff situations.
Vince Reyes being patient underneath there, posting Hans de los Reyes, resulting to a foul, and he will trip the line for 2 free throws.
And that's one of the reasons why he was considered one of the most versatile weapons in the high school ranks recently. In large part because he can hit outside shots, he can drive in, but he can also take his defenders in the post. He has a good back to the basket game. And you saw it that time drawing the foul after getting good position.
Si Vince Reyes yung masasabi nating prototype na ng mga modern players. All around as Kenneth Umba pushes hard and finishes strong for Enderan.
And if you're an Enderan fan, you like this. You're starting to see Umba really take charge in the offensive end, play a larger role. His teammates unable really to build the rhythm. I believe DJ Howe not yet scoring in this game either. So this could be a chance for Umba to really set the tone.
And Coach Pipo Nwondo would call a timeout. They trail by 5, 35-30 against NU. 26 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power. Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Back in action here at the Enderun College's gym. Second semi-final matchup here in the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 between NU Bulldogs and Enderun College's They're trailing by 5 points, 35 to 30. Ano yung mga magandang mga ginagawa ng NU, no? Para panghawakan tong 5-point lead na to, Navin, at this point?
Well, so far they've really been attacking. They've put ENDERUN in foul situations since the first quarter, getting to the free throw line, and also forcing turnovers out of the Titans.
10 seconds to shoot. Malano gives it up. Albert Libago. Again, no go on that mid-range jumper. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Jola Manansala, binalik na ni Coach Jeff Napa. Persiano. One-hander, no go. Uwumba secures the board.
Let's see if Umba goes coast to coast again, gets the ball to Howe. He should ask for the ball back. He's the player who's been really doing well for ENDERUN this recent minutes. Another turnover by the Titans. Or rather, it's going to stay with ENDERUN because it looked like Don Lim stepped out of bounds for NU.
One player has been silenced by NU is DJ Howe.
Yes, quiet so far
Quiet
today.
so far, both ends of the floor. Kumbaga sa creator, di siya talaga magawa eh.
Exactly.
That
yeah.
really orchestrate the offense for the ENDERUN Titans with 1 minute 34 seconds remaining.
So key minutes here again for ENDERUN. Kenneth Umba just taken out of the game, but he's the only guy who's really been scoring for the Titans in the second period. Great
Malano.
defensive play that time by, I believe that was Golapa. Yes.
Joe Gulapa smothering Christian Malano on that drive to the basket. And Coach Jeff Napa
Timeout NU Bulldogs.
want to make sure the last remaining minutes here in the first half of the NU Bulldogs, he will call a timeout. We'll be back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
$35 to 30 with 1 minute 26 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga partners here at the Pinoy Liga. Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies, and Box ENDERUN College and Aliw Channel 23. NU now on offense with the ENDERUN with their pressure defense. Don Lim escaping Hans de los Reyes. Jake Figueroa now back in the ball game. Persiano gives it to Manansala. Steps back for a three. Short. Gulapa offensive rebound. No go on that putback. Jalen Garcia pushing the pace for ENDERUN. Garcia, circle shot is good.
Good shot that time by Jello Garcia, especially after he had that bad possession earlier in this contest.
The magic bunots of Coach Pipo Onwondu making it close against NU. And that shot will count for Jake Figueroa. Hans de los Reyes committing the foul.
Solid attack by Figueroa, using that quick first step and long strides to get to the rim, draw the foul, and finish despite the contact. And that was a basket NU badly needed. Their 9-point lead had been cut down to 3. So here may be some momentum for the Bulldogs entering the halftime break.
Jake Figueroa at the free throw line makes it a 6-point lead for NU with 40.5 seconds remaining at the half. Jalen Garcia receives the inbounds pass. 32 seconds remaining. Joey Panganiban. Back to Jaden Garcia. Shield provided by Udal. Garcia. Reverse shot won't go. De La Cruz gives it to Figueroa. 17 seconds remaining. Wala pa, couldn't handle it. De La Cruz settles the troops with 10 seconds remaining. Don Lim calls for the last shot for NU. Figueroa driving, spinning, finishing with a hoop and the heart.
Another strong move by Jake Figueroa. You can see from his body alone all that strength and that athleticism, that explosiveness. Add his finishing ability to the mix and you have one hell of a weapon. Ang ganda para sa NU Bulldogs. And just like that, NU could match its largest lead entering the halftime break.
Missed free throw there by Figueroa and Hail Mary shot almost went in for Enderun. But NU will march in to the halftime break. Tangan-tangan ang 8 puntos na kalamangan. At bago tayo magpahinga for the halftime break, pakinggan muna natin ang report ni Daphne Lozano.
Even if the Bulldogs are incomplete today due to some injured players, assistant coach Cedric Labing-Isa said that the other players are expected to step up, especially in terms of their defense. They aim to clamp the import and guards of the Titans in terms of their playmaking abilities. Once they prioritize their aggressive defense, opportunities to score will follow. It is just up to the boys to execute well. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, on that report on the NU Bulldogs. Halftime score is 40-32 lamang ang NU Bulldogs. Magbabalik po kami.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications. When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, when opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications. The race toward better technology has brought significant improvements to people's lives. But in that race, the focus became technology, leaving behind the heart of service, the very connection with those for whom technology must serve. We'd like to change all that. Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. This is what sets us apart from all others. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, when opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And we are back here at the half. It's 40-32 in favor of the NU Bulldogs. And we have Daphne Lozano with us for the halftime interview. Daphne.
And now for our halftime interview, beside me is the ENDERUN Titans assistant coach, Matthew Licyayo. Hello po, sir. Your squad has been on a good roll, especially po during the elimination and the quarterfinals. And meron po mga sabi-sabi na ENDERUN is considered to be a dark horse team. So sa tingin niyo po, what makes the team like that?
Well, actually, we've always been a dark horse, and we're trying to accept it as a challenge to prove the doubters wrong. And all our players are buying in and day out. They're practicing very hard, trying to focus on whatever the tactics that Coach People wants us to do. So hopefully this game will turn things around, and everything that we had, we're so grateful and thankful to be in top 4 in this league.
What are the necessary adjustments that you have to make now that we're leading into the second half?
Now we just have to focus on effort, multiple efforts, especially on the defensive end. We have to talk on the switches, catch up on their main guys, hopefully make some multiple stops and get a run.
And now I'm giving you the opportunity to greet and thank anyone that you'd like, sir.
We'd like to thank all the ENDERUN community, the faculty and staff, the students, the parents, especially all the players, our family, especially my wife, Coach People's family, my son, Maxi, and everybody supporting ENDERUN. Thank you.
And that is all for our halftime interview. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, for that halftime interview. And let's go into the numbers of the first half with a matchup of NU and ENDERUN. Naveen.
Yes, as we can see, fairly even when it comes to the rebounding, assist, and even taking care of the basketball with turnovers. Shooting-wise, NU much more effective, 14 out of 26. ENDERUN 12 out of 28, not as efficient, but ENDERUN has more three-pointers, going 4 out of 6. The key right now is in the free throw disparity. 10 out of 14 for NU, 4 out of 4 for ENDERUN. The Bulldogs have done a great job staying out of foul trouble, staying disciplined on defense, in part also because ENDERUN hasn't been super aggressive attacking the rim. But on the other end, ENDERUN's lack of discipline on the defensive end has put NU in early bonus situation, and also add a couple of N1 plays there by Jake Figueroa, and the Bulldogs have built this 8-point lead.
And let's see how things will be going for these two teams who are vying for a slot in the finals. The chance to go against the DLSU Green Archers on Monday. Paalala lang po sa ating mga manonood, our finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 will be on Monday, 3 p.m. at the Amoranto Sports Complex. We have still 20 minutes of action remaining here to decide which of these two teams will face the DLSU Green Archers come Monday. We opened the third quarter with ENDERUN Titans on offense. Binabati natin ang mga partners natin as Daniel Udal missed on that three-point shot. Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel Manila, Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies and Box, ENDERUN Colleges, and Aliu Channel 23. Steve Nash Enriquez.
And interestingly, partner, Steve Nash Enriquez starting the second half for NU. It was Tebol Garcia who started the first half for the Bulldogs. NU, of course, had solid minutes with Steve Nash on the court earlier in the first half.
Coach Jeff Napa mixing and matching here to start the second half. Don Lim also starting. Steve Nash Enriquez cut off the three. Figueroa under duress, no good. Mon de la Cruz. De la Cruz reverse is good.
And remember, in the first half, Mark De La Cruz got the scoring going for NU with a reverse layup. He does the same here in the third quarter.
42-32 is our count. 10-point lead now for NU. Quick pass inside to Uwumba, but he ran through the defense of PJ Palacielo. Foul is called against Palacielo.
And the aggression of Kenneth Umba towards the tail end of the first half before he was subbed out was able to give Enderun some rhythm on offense, a much needed advantage they needed to get back in the game. But now NU has increased this lead to 10, their largest.
Albert Libago muffing that inside attempt, but making up for that with that end one play.
And that's something Enderun needs more in this game, that physical presence and offense in the paint. That's how two team fouls in NU early here in the third quarter after they did a good job preventing foul trouble in the first half. If Enderun can get those easy free throw opportunities, make this game closer than it should be, we could be in for a competitive final period.
And they must take advantage of Muhammad Diasana sitting at the bench right now. Speaking of the Enderun colleges, dalhin nila yung bola more often inside. Mon de la Cruz asking for the ball. Palacielo against Libago. Fade away won't go, too wide. And Coach Jeff Napa is livid, replacing PJ Palacielo with Mohamed Diasana. 8 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here with the third. 42-35, 7-point lead by NU.
Kenneth Umba once again handling the basketball in the perimeter. This time Figueroa gets the defensive assignment on him, which allows Diasana to guard someone else while also providing help defense.
DJ Howe still silent. Malano running jumper uses the bank on the Saturday morning to trim this lead to only a 5-point game, 42-37. 7 minutes and a half and change here. Diasana gives it to Steve Nash Enriquez. Don Lim, 10 seconds to shoot. Mon de la Cruz sealing off Malano. Don Lim. Jumper, no good. Diasana saves it. Scramble for the loose ball underneath. Malano protects it. Possession arrow points to end the run. Nice hustle move there by Christian Malano in protecting the possession. 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Mon de la Cruz and Don Lim sitting out in favor of Kenshin Padrones and Jolo Manansala. Uwumba gives it to Daniel Ulal, who has been silenced by the defense of NU after exploding for 3 consecutive 3-point shots early in the first half. Libago against Manansala, smothered by Jake Figueroa. Manansala starting the break for NU. Steve Nash Enriquez, 3-point shot hits the side iron, and there will be a foul against, that's I think Albert Libago or Kenneth Uwumba.
We now see the ball Garcia checking into the game, replacing Steve Nash Enriquez. So far, a good start to this quarter for Enderun. NU also doing a good job on defense. Actually, it hasn't been easy for the Titans to score, but the Bulldogs offense kind of silent as of late.
Diasana muffles it. Tebol Garcia, swung move and finishes off that left-handed layup.
Good extension that time to avoid the shot blocking Kenneth Umba.
Tebol Garcia making his presence felt immediately in the second half. Uwumba, 3-point shot, too strong. Albert Libago saving it to the wrong hand. Manansala will go all the way, but He missed that layup. What did the dunk hit?
It looks like Manansala might have wanted to dunk that basketball but lost the handle on the way up.
Howe gives it to Malano against two white shirts. No go. Manansala save to Howe. Howe. Floater. And that won't go for DJ Howe, who's been struggling to find his groove in this ball game.
Not a great sequence that time for the NU Bulldogs. What looked like an easy two-pointer slipped literally out of the hands of Ian Manansala as he went up for maybe a dunk attempt. And that time, with just 2 seconds left on the shot clock, a foul on the floater attempt of DJ Howe. And right away, Jeff Napa replacing Muhammad Yasana from the game and reinserting Golapa. Probably unhappy with that last sequence.
Joe Golapa active on the boards for NU, providing quality minutes for Coach Jeff Napa. 2 out of 2 on that trip to the line for DJ Howe. 5 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Golapa, first step. Manansala inside. Good recognition from Joe Golapa off to Jolo Manansala. The last minute, fish for foul. And Jolo Manansala will make his trip to the line.
And immediately you saw the positives of inserting Golapa, attacking the paint, finding the cutting Manansala for the easy 2 points. And his development, Golapa, it's quite significant. Last collegiate season last year in the PINOYLIGA Cup, he looked like he was still far away from being a reliable role player for the NU Bulldogs. But so far this year, looks like he's made some good improvements.
Joe Golapa giving a positive impact upon checking back in here in the second half. 3-point play completed by Jolo Manansala. 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. 12-point lead by NU, rather 8-point lead rather. Libago, reverse, no go. Uwumba, mauubusan ng oras for Enderun. Shot clock violation for Enderun. Again, those turnovers are killing Enderun Titans.
Exactly, and now an opportunity for NU here to either get their largest lead of the game at 11 or get the lead up to 10.
4 minutes, 47 seconds remaining. Tybol Garcia gives it to Jake Figueroa. Jolo Manansala against DJ Howe. Golapa. Figueroa, step back, long two. It's good. 10-point lead now for NU with 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the third.
You have to credit what Jake Figueroa is doing here. He has really been the best offensive option for NU in this game. And on the other side of the floor, guarding Enderun's best player, Kenneth Umba.
Miscommunication there. Tybol Garcia committing the backcourt violation. Good defense by Enderun in that stretch.
4 minutes, 5 seconds left in this third period. Both teams have 3 team fouls each. But NU continuing to stay above. After that first quarter where Enderun went up by 4, 22-18, it's been all Bulldogs and they've kept the Titans at bay.
Sean Manese inside now, replacing DJ Howe. Christian Malano losing the handle. Manansala, 3-on-2 break. Tybol Garcia gives it back to Manansala, who challenges the defense of Enderun Colleges.
Danger time here for Enderun. They badly need the basket. Earlier when it looked like NU was going to run away. Well, let's watch this first.
Yun na nga, Jake Figueroa picking the pocket of Kenneth Uwumba en route to that fast break attempt. Make it 53-39. 3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the third. We have a timeout. Magbabalik po kami.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
Amity Hotel official hotel.
Scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And Naveen, let's take a look at the road of the NU Bulldogs to the Final Four round.
Yes, so they started the season 2-1. They won 4 out of their last 5 games. Second seed with a twice-to-beat advantage, easily dispatched the Guangming Flying Dragons in the quarterfinals. They've had solid performances out of Reynard Yumamoy and veterans such as Patrick Yu, Jake Figueroa, Steve Nash Enriquez. Even after the departure of Kian Baclaan, you can still expect NU to be a very good team this UAP season. And before we return to action here, Coach Chris, I just want to shout out my lovely wife, Karina, for watching today. Thank you for tuning in, darling. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it big time. She does watch a lot of UAP with me. I won't say who she roots for, of course. But you guys can maybe guess.
Ako naman, batiin ko rin yung aking asawa, si Sandy, and my 2 children, Nacho and Emilia, who are watching right now. Hindi ko rin sasabihin kung ano sinusuportahan ng asawa ko. Kabilang ano kami. As Jalen Garcia makes that fadeaway jumper.
That might be the first time this game where Jalen Garcia decided to go 1-1 and it worked to Enderon's favor. But it came at a very important time. The Titans badly needed that basket.
Offensive foul by Jolo Manansala, warding off his defender. This might be the chance that Enderon has been looking for to turn the tide against NU Bulldogs with 2 minutes 59 seconds remaining. Only a 12-point lead by the NU Bulldogs. Almost 13 minutes still remaining of basketball here. Marami-rami pang oras ito.
Exactly. Exciting action so far. NU already in the penalty, worth noting. And right there, a foul on the Bulldogs will send Enderon to the foul line.
Kung kanina, Enderon ang maagang napunta sa penalty. Ngayon naman ang NU being hounded by being placed in the penalty situation.
So we mentioned, partner, that ending quarters are very important in playoff games. Now, this is a chance for Enderon to get back in this game. NU's in the penalty situation. There's a little less than 3 minutes to go in the period. If they can cut this lead of the Bulldogs to a few possessions, well, it could also be a good opportunity to maybe go in a comeback in the 4th period.
Joe Gulapa now for NU, handing off the ball to Tebol Garcia. Garcia, pull-up jumper, in and out. Malano protects the rock for Enderon, gives it to Garcia. De Los Reyes, baseline drive. Malano tries his hand from a 3-point shot, no good. Joey Panganiban misses that second chance attempt. Manansala gives it downstairs to Palacielo against Joey Panganiban. And there will be a foul against Joey Panganiban. Couldn't handle the bigger Palacielo underneath.
Only the 14th foul for Enderon this period, so I'm not sure if this will be free throws just yet. Looks like it won't be, but NU retains possession. Oh, what a play.
Quick play.
Incredible coordination from Tebol Garcia and Ian Manansala.
Balik na naman sa 12 puntos ang hinahabol ng Enderon Colleges. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Santiago. Natapik palabas ni Jalen Garcia. 1 minute 35 seconds remaining in the third.
Coaching staff telling their players, hold the ball, don't rush too much. They do have the lead, and now Enderon in the penalty as well.
Palacielo. Strong move inside. Results to easy 2 points. 14 points. Yan ang kalamangan ng NU Bulldogs laban sa Enderon Colleges.
From a physicality perspective, Enderon just hasn't been able to match the energy of the NU Bulldogs.
Good spin move there by Christian Malano, baiting for a foul. Tebol Garcia's the culprit. Second personal foul of Tebol Garcia. Si Christian Malano, Davino, in the absence of Kenneth Uumba, he should be the one who must lead this team. Nung next man cup natin, siya yung inaasahan ni Coach Pipo Nwondo. to be na nitong Collegiate Cup, medyo nabawasan yung role ni Christian Malano dito sa Enderan.
Yes, exactly. You also have to take into account the contributions of the other players. And it's gotten Enderan here to the semifinals. They're down 14 here, but don't count them out just yet.
And a couple of misses there by Enderan Colleges, but out of bounds. Natulabot checking back in, and there will be a review. Head coach's challenge. Sayang yung mga opportunities dun, no, Navin, no? 3 consecutive misses by Enderan Colleges.
Exactly.
To change the tide of this ball game.
And this is one of the largest leads of the game for the NU Bulldogs right now. Both teams in the penalty. A big challenge coming up here. Because like we mentioned, Enderan could use some momentum entering the 4th period. And sometimes those little plays here and there to end the quarter, even if you're down, could be what you need.
And let's see the final for route that Enderan has taken, Naveen.
Yes, so they finished their eliminations with a 5-3 record as the 4th seed. They won their play-in matchup against San Beda. Kenneth Umba and DJ Howe, considered the Batman and Robin of the home team playing today. And the bench squad energy has been critical as well. A lot of players contributing in random games when Pipo Nondu needs it most. So far here today, it seems like he's still looking for who could be that magic bunot, as you say, Coach Chris, that can get them back in this contest.
Yung sinasabi ko kanina in their pre-game, lahat ng mga usual magic bunots ni Coach Pipo Nondu, Joey Panganiban, Jalen Garcia, Christian Malano, still off their groove, and credit to the good defense of the NU Bulldogs for that. And let's see how our technical committee, headed by our technical head Ian Borbe and our commissioner Wilson Ang, will rule on that last foul committed on that last play.
Upon review, ball possession will go to Bulldogs.
Ball possession will go back to the NU Bulldogs as per our technical head Ian Borbe after that head coach's challenge. 57 seconds remaining here in the third. 14-point lead for the NU Bulldogs. Tebol Garcia against Hans de los Reyes. Palacielo. Given protection by Persiano, but Wene was there, and Palacielo will get a technical foul.
Exactly, and not what you need at this point of the game. Palacielo seems like he's been a little bit angry so far in today's game. We've seen him a few possessions now in this contest, really being physical with the Enderan Titans, and right there disappointed probably in himself for that play.
Offensive foul is called on number 5, BJ Palacielo. That's his second personal foul. Technical foul is called on
May
number
mga
5, BJ Palacielo.
non-calls kasi mga pinoprotesta pa to kanina. Pansin ko lang, no? Si PJ Palacielo. Which is why really in frustration he slammed the ball.
And if you're wondering what might be the roadmap here for Enderan to make a comeback, it starts here. If they can convert these free throws, get the ball, score. It's a 2-for-1 opportunity. Get the ball back, score again, make it a single-digit game entering the fourth quarter. Suddenly, the pressure is on NU to maintain the lead in the opening minutes of the fourth period.
Yung kailangan nilang ma-mitigate yung free throw disparity in the first half.
Yes.
They need to make it up here. 37 seconds remaining. Wene gives it back to Hans de los Reyes. Jello Santiago defending well. Limbago. Malano. One-hander. Patay ang butike. Forward pass now for NU. Tebol Garcia will finish.
Great attack that time by Garcia, letting his defender guess when he would launch for the layup to avoid the shot block.
Last shot of the quarter para sa Enderan. 5 seconds. Muene. Hans de los Reyes 3-point shot is good to end the quarter strong for Enderan Colleges. They're looking at a 13-point deficit. Rather, a 12-point deficit 59-47 to end this quarter. Magbabalik po kami for the payoff period.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
And we are back here at the ENDERUN College's gym. Kanina po, nagwagi ang De La Salle University Green Archers laban sa Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix 86-71 to book their place in the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 na mangyayari sa Lunes Amoranto Stadium or Amoranto Sports Complex at 3 p.m. At ito naman po, we're entering the payoff period in the second semifinal matchup between the NU Bulldogs and the ENDERUN Colleges. Lamang po ang NU 59-47. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po naghahatid sa inyo ng aksyon together with Navin Ganglani. Palacielo, step back, short on that try. Offensive rebound, tangan-tangan ng NU, Tebol Garcia. 10 seconds to operate. And there will be a foul inside. Medyo nagkakainitan no? Navin, itong si Palacielo, medyo mainit kanina pa.
Exactly. That time, DJ Howe probably didn't get the nicer side of things and dropped to the floor, but the foul would be called an ENDERUN and you retain possession. Interestingly, Coach Chris, we haven't seen Vince Reyes come back into this game for NU here in the second half. Paul Francisco comes up from the bench to enter the game.
Kung hindi bibitaw dito ang NU, mukhang kinukonserve ni Coach Jeff Napa, yung kanyang mga players, Vince Reyes, Steve Nash Enriquez, to the finals. And miscommunication there. Hans de los Reyes and Paul Francisco disputing the possession. Paul Francisco winning it. Palacielo, pull-up jumper, too strong. Paul Francisco offensive rebound for NU. Garcia, one-hander, soft touch will be good.
The ball Garcia reminds me a lot of Reynard Yumamoy. You can see the similarities in how they play, and it's not just because they're both lefties. Good pace, good attacking, can hit the midi floater, can hit the three-point shot. Very excited to see how this player developed for the Bulldogs.
Ang ganda ba yun ng control nila sa katawan nila. Yung control, yung change of speed.
Pace, they play with good pace.
Yung pacing, diba? Bibilis, babagal, then we pop up or floater.
I mean, look at someone like Luka Doncic.
Yes.
He might not be the fastest, most athletic guy on the court, but his ability to manipulate the defense because of his hesitation moves, because of his change of pace, because of his speed. Even someone like Jalen Brunson, who is incredibly efficient on the basketball court. Just stellar players, and you don't always need to be the fastest, quickest, strongest guy on the court to be dominant.
Doon nagmi-meet na Vin yung skills tsaka yung utak eh.
Yes, exactly.
And
sometimes that IQ can only be developed the more you play on a basketball court.
Kenshin Padrones against two red shirts, and he will score. But checking back in here.
Good move by Padrones, and it's good to see him back in the basketball court after the incident last season in the UAAP where he needed surgery.
Udal has been silent, and Kenneth Uwomba will be fouled after driving strong to the basket. 16-point lead now for Rather.
It's been very difficult for ENDERUN to build momentum on offense because no one has really been able to consistently perform against this NU defense. Umba might be the closest guy, However, even that hasn't been enough to make it competitive. Again, there's still a long way to go. 8 minutes, 32 seconds. Umbo making 2 free throws is a good start.
One crucial piece that the NU really negated here is DJ Howe,
Yes.
the part of Enderan.
I think his only points have come from the free throw line.
Yes, and he really was disrupted, orchestrating the offense of Enderan to Labut. Back to Tebol Garcia against Hans de los Reyes. Step back, no go, but there's a foul underneath. Kenneth Uwumba, the culprit, or rather, Daniel Odal, the culprit. Tebol Garcia, ilalabas ngayon ni Coach Jeff Napa as Daniel Odal committed his 5th and disqualifying foul.
And Odal earlier in the first quarter had that stretch where he made 3 straight 3 balls, but since then been quiet and now will sit out the remainder of this game.
Not to Labot, driving hard with his offhand for that layup to make it 65 to 51, a 14-point lead by NU.
And NU has really been able to capitalize on their size advantage in this game, especially in the paint. Once they get a few steps into the rim as DJ Howe blows the layup, it's just been so hard to stop them from Enderon's side.
DJ Howe's frustration continues with that miss. Paul Francisco left wide open and makes that 3-point shot.
At 17, this is now the largest lead off the game for NU. And you're starting to see Enderon maybe let go of the rope here a little bit. But what a solid job so far by the Bulldogs to really limit their opposition.
And Kenneth Uwumba answering back with a 3-point shot to reduce the lead of NU to just 14 points, 7 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Still a lot of time here in the fourth. Steve Nash Enriquez, Paul Francisco. Driving strong. No good. Uwumba pushing it for Enderan. But he will wait for the troops. Drive strong and he will make the basket. Fumlex pa eh.
7 straight points for Kenneth Umba, the MVP candidate. But on the other end, the Bulldogs running down the throat of the defense of Enderon.
Medyo na-delay yung pagbaba kasi nag-ano pa eh. Nag-flex pa eh.
Yes. The zone defense, however, has been working for Enderon the last few possessions. Although whenever the Bulldogs are able to attack in transition, it's been easy scoring opportunities for them.
14 points na lamang po ito with 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Paul Francisco. Steve Nash throws of the 3. Tulabot has plans. Gives it up to Enriquez. Paul Francisco will fire for long range. No good. And they will run out of time. Pagkakataon uli para sa Enderan Colleges mailapit ang kalamangang hinahabol nila laban sa NU Bulldogs. Jake Figueroa babalik. Bad news for Coach Pipo Nondo. Lolo Manansala.
Manansala and Figueroa back in the game. NU looking to close out this contest. Meanwhile, from Enderon's side, Umba getting a refresher in the bench. It looks like he might not be there for long. But 14-point lead, this is dangerous times for Enderon without their best player on the court.
Nuene against Padrones. Gives it to DJ Howe against Steve Nash Enriquez. DJ Howe gives it up to Libago. De Los Reyes fires from way beyond. No go. Albert Libago fighting for that loose ball.
Only the third team foul for Enderon. 2 team fouls for the NU Bulldogs with 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Jalen Garcia checks back in here for Enderon. Still a 14-point lead being held by NU at this point. 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. NU patiently moving the ball. Padrones giving the shield to Enriquez. Manansala, extra pass. Figueroa for 3. It's good.
He's been such a stud this whole game, partner. Just incredible attacking, knocking down jump shots, defending Kenneth Umba, rebounding, setting up his teammates. What a player.
And Jalen Garcia answers back for Enderan to make it 72 to 59. 4 minutes 45 seconds remaining. Gusto makahabol ng Enderan, they must make a move right now with some defensive stops. Figueroa again against Malano. 5 seconds. Manansala, 3-point shot. Oh!
Wedgie!
Wedgie alert. Tinawa na lang din ni Manansala eh.
Si Jake din tumatawa na lang din. Minsan ganun lang talaga, nasa stuck lang talaga.
Wale, lamang naman tayo. 4.5 minutes remaining here. NU looking good, but still, Enderan could still mount a comeback with Kenneth Umba set to check back in. DJ Howe has been struggling against Steve Nash Enriquez, and Steve Nash Enriquez completes the steal.
And that is why coaches love players like Steve Nash Enriquez. Incredible hustle, not giving up on the play, forcing the turnover. Will it lead to another wedgie?
No. Masyado lang malakas on that try by Jolo Manansala, and babalik ngayon sa Enderan ng bola. Kenneth Wumba checks back in together with Joe Gulapa.
3 minutes, 59 seconds left in this game. A 14-point lead for NU. It's now or never for the Enderan Titans. That's why Umba back in the contest. He had scored 7 straight points in quick succession just a few minutes ago. Let's see if he can catapult Enderan to another run here to make this competitive down the stretch.
Bad news, nasa harapan niya pa rin si Jake Figueroa on the defensive end.
Exactly.
Garcia frees himself there for the reverse and makes it. 12-point lead para sa NU. Albert Libargo being warned for the delay of the ball game. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the fourth. Steve Nash Enriquez gives it to Jolo Manansala. Diasana provides the shield. Manansala driving in the middle, kicks it out. Figueroa, 3-point shot, hits the front iron. And babalik ang bola para sa Enderan with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining.
So this is arguably the biggest possession of the game coming up for Enderan. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. 3 team fouls on both Enderan and NU. 12-point lead. Can the Titans get this down to single digits or a 10-point lead and maybe go on the last puncher's chance of a run? We shall find out.
Joey Panganiban signals the play for Enderan. Step back three or Uumba.
Oh, that
too
was
wide.
That felt off the moment it left his hands. Just not good form that time by Kenneth Umba. Might have rushed it a little bit.
And ball possession back again to the hands of Enderan. Christian Malano will go all the way. No, he misses it.
Tough breaks here for the Titans. Figueroa doesn't take the 3 attacks. Will get to the free throw line. Very smart decision by Jake.
Tamo yung stride dun ni Jake Figueroa. 1 dribble and 1 stride.
Exactly. Because now that puts Enderan really in penalty the rest of the way. But there will be a review first before we know the specifics. But it looks like it's going to be the 4th-team foul on Enderan, which means 1 foul away from the penalty. But because because this foul looks like it's going to lead to free throws, technically it's like Enderan's in penalty the rest of the way.
That will be bad news for Coach Pipo Nwondo, and barring any miracles of sorts here, NU looking good at this point. 12-point lead, 2 minutes 28 seconds remaining. Seems to be that they will be the ones who will book the place. Second final spot, which will be played on Monday at the Amoranto Sports Complex at 3 p.m. against the De La Salle University Green Archers. As we wait for things to be sorted out here by our officials, it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Unsportsmanlike foul is called on number 15, Albert Libargo.
Albert Libalgo, the culprit, and I think that will be the dagger. No? Free throws and ball possession for NU Bulldogs with 2 minutes 28 seconds remaining.
Exactly. Tough break for the Enderun Titans there. Wumba had a three-point look. It looked like he might get the lead down to 9. However, airballed it. On the other end, Jake Figueroa, instead of taking the three-pointer, decided to attack the lane. And here he is drawing the unsportsmanlike foul for 2 free throws plus ball possession. NU 2.5 minutes away from setting up a very enticing finals encounter with De La Salle University on Monday. And by the way, that La Salle team has Kian Baclan, the former NU Bulldog. Will his former teammates be motivated to beat Kian and DLSU in the finals? Of course, because it's the finals. The championship is on the line. But there might be something extra special there.
Let's have more of those side stories after we go on a break with a timeout. 73-61. Lamang po ang NU Bulldogs with 2 minutes 28 seconds remaining. Babalik po kami. And we are back here at the Enderun College's gym. Payoff period, 2 minutes 28 seconds remaining. 74-61. NU up against the Enderun College Titans. Looking good to book the second place in the finals. We'll go against the DLSU Green Archers on Monday, June 10 at the Amoranto Sports Complex at 3 p.m. Yung mga side stories na yan, no? Sabi mo nga, Kian Baclan will probably face, no? With NU leading by 12 at this point, safe to say. Kung walang mag-aalatimak dito, no?
Exactly.
DLSU, as I heard from Coach Oliver Bunyu, will go all out on Monday. They will field their full lineup. Kevin Cambao, Kian Baclan, Jacob Cortez against this also well-stacked and talented NU squad. Enriquez misses it, Gulapa. And we have to also commend this Enderun Titan squad. Joe Gulapa raised the three-point shot to the delight of his teammates and the coaching staff.
That may have just been the dagger, partner.
And that may be it. We head into a timeout with 2 minutes and change here in the fourth quarter. NU 77, Enderun 61. We'll be back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And we're back from a timeout by Coach Pipo Nwondo. The three-pointer by Joe Gulapa prompted him to call that timeout. Sabi ko nga, pumapasok na yung mga ganong tira galing from the likes of Joe Gulapa, talagang uwian na. No? 16-point lead, tangan-tangan ngayon ng NU. We have also to give our props here to the Enderun Titans as Jalen Garcia reduces the lead to only 13 points. Jake Figueroa against Kenneth Uwumba.
Absolutely nothing to be ashamed of here by Enderun, making it to the semifinals. Fighting really till the end. Unfortunately, just outclassed by a UAAP Final 4 contender. As we're going to have a review here with 1 minute 37 seconds left.
There are so many revelations here for the side of the Enderun Titans. Kenneth Uwumba, MVP candidate leader. Also, DJ Howe, their flashy playmaker, has been frustrated by the defense of NU today, together with their magic bunots, no? Instant offense guys, Joey Panganiban and Jalen Garcia, holding their own against the UAAP schools, the NCAA schools, and showing them that they can fight. No? 1 minute 37 seconds left here as our officials sort things out. Pinabati muna natin, no, mga nanonood sa atin, mga kaibigan nating mga taga-NU at mga taga-Enderun, as well as yung mga kaibigan natin, Peter Royce Caronan, Romel Gomez, and Kiko Malikdem. Brother, kamusta? Coach Mike Perez. Kamusta rin, Coach? Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta dito sa Pinoy Liga Cup. Balik ang bola sa NU. 1 minute 37 seconds remaining. 13-point lead, Jake Figueroa. Figueroa, stellar today. Steve Nash Enriquez forced that shot. And Joe Gulapa skying high for the offensive rebound. And Diasana with a follow-up jam.
And once again, smart decision by Figueroa not to take the three, drive in, draw the defense of the interior presence. That left Diasana open for the follow-up dunk.
Diasana hammering that dagger straight to the hearts of the Enderun Titans. Uwumba, corner three is good. Kenneth Uwumba, tangan-tangan sa kanyang mga balikat ang Enderun as Joey Panganiban scores of the defensive stop. 10 puntos na lang.
Continuing to battle here despite score in time. That time, however, a foul that will send Manansala to the free throw stripe.
Joey Panganiban, over eager. This comeback attempt may come way too late. Kung ginawa nila to mga 5 minutes, naging over-aggressive sila on defense, could have seen a more competitive ending here, but too little too late here for Enderun Titans. 43.5 seconds remaining. Manansala, second free throw. And Coach Pipo Nwondo will burn their last time out. They're down 80-69, 43.5 seconds remaining. We'll be back. We're back in action. Last 43.5 seconds remaining. Sabi ko nga, kung walang mag-aala T-Mac dito, scoring 11 points in 13 seconds. NU's looking good to punch their ticket on the way to the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 that will happen on Monday, June 10 at the Moranto Sports Complex, and they will battle against the reigning and defending UAAP champions, De La Salle Green Archers. 30 seconds remaining. Still a foul by Enderun.
Fighting till the end, playing physical. Still trying to make a lasting impact in the final seconds of this game. Looks like NU is going to secure this victory. Great performance of the Bulldogs, Coach Chris. They got off to a bit of a slow start, but took over there to begin the second period, and really they haven't looked back the rest of the way, and they should make for an interesting challenge for De La Salle University. DLSU still undefeated in this tournament, but NU should give them one hell of a challenge when we get to the finals on Monday, which I believe you and I will be calling as well. So very excited for that.
Same here, partner. Jake Figueroa steering this team today together with the likes of Tebol Garcia, Steve Nash Enriquez. Valuable contributions with Nato Laugut. 20 seconds remaining here. Paul Francisco being bothered by two red shirts. Diasana also making his presence felt last seconds of this ball game. And NU Bulldogs will march on to the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3, 82-71 against the Enderun Titans. They will face on Monday the De La Salle Green Archers at the Amoranto Sports Complex. And we will be back after the singing of the school hymn.
Your Xbox player of the game, finishing with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal from the NU Bulldogs, Jolo Manansala.
And we have Jolo Manansala, our Ant-Box player of the game, scoring 14 points, coloring 2 rebounds, issuing 2 assists, and 1 steal in leading this NU squad to the championship round against the DLSU Green Archers. And Jolo Manansala is with our Daphne Luzano for the post-game interview. Daphne.
I am now beside the Ant-Box, best player of the game from the NU Bulldogs, Jolo Manansala, with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists and 1 steal. Congratulations, Jolo, for your win today. So yun, the whole duration of the game, the team was able to dominate kung saan nanatili sa inyo yung kalamangan. Ano sa tingin mo yung sekreto ng pagkapanalo nyo ngayon?
Siguro yung aggressiveness namin. So, yun, gusto lang namin maging aggressive the whole game. So, ayun, lumabas naman yung pagiging aggressive namin. Yun lang.
Ayun, aside from the team secret, ano naman kaya ang sekreto ng isang Jolo Manansala to perform well today?
Dasal, syempre, and then uminom ng kape. Yun lang.
Coffee is life nga. But now I'm giving you the opportunity to thank and greet anyone that you like.
First of all, gusto ko magpasalamat sa Panginoon sa paggabay sa amin sa game. And gusto ko din batiin yung family ko, Manansala family and Dizon family. Gusto ko din batiin si Boss Gov Delta sa Pampanga, yung mga coaches ko sa Pampanga. And yung mga kaibigan ko sa Pampanga. Yun lang.
Once again, that is our Antbox Best Player of the Game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, together with our best player of the ball game, Jolo Manansala. And the stage is set for the championship of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. It will be between the DLSU Green Archers against the NU Bulldogs. Naveen, what is your thoughts for that matchup, which we will cover on Monday?
Very, very exciting game. I'm very eager to see how both teams perform. I wonder if Kevin Kimbao will be playing for DLSU. I hope he does. I hope that LaSalle will also get to play some of their other guys like Janelle Policarpio, for instance, and NU. They're coming. They will be very, very motivated to win this game. They want to win the championship, secure some momentum in the off-season. And I think both teams match up well against each other. A lot of athletes, a lot of talented players on both sides of the floor. I can't wait. And I feel we're going to have a very entertaining contest.
And that would be it for today. DLSU Green Archers and NU Bulldogs punching their way to the championship round of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup. On behalf of the hard-working men and women of the PINOYLIGA Cup, my partner Davin Ganglani, this has been Coach Chris King de la Cruz, PINOYLIGA Cup #1.